everyone, it's Miss Childs here from Quarry Hill Academy. Welcome back to art class. Last time we drew the unicorn that's in the middle here. This time we're going to be learning how to draw the little ribbons that are around it. So this is a really nice little technique that I learned years ago and I really enjoyed doing, to be able to make really quick little ribbons that look really impressive. And you can add them to the corners of cards. Birthday cards is perfect for if you're sending any postcards to friends or family right now, you can decorate the corners with them. Or if you want to put it in a journal or a notebook, anything like that, they're perfect for. So I'm going to show you a really quick way to make them look just right. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is draw two little loop-de-loops. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So you do one loop-de-loop like this, and then another one you want going in the opposite direction, so sort of like you're mirroring it. By the way, doing things like this is really good practice for getting good at mirroring in maths class. When you do it in maths class, you have to actually measure, but it's a really good way of spotting if you've done something wrong, if it doesn't look right. Now we're going to do two smaller ones, but this time they're inside, and that's what's going to make it look like a little ribbon. And all you need for this is a pencil and a piece of paper. You don't need any fancy art tools. There we go. And then you just add a little circle in the middle. And that's what makes it look like a bow. Now what we're going to do is it's like a squiggly line, and it goes all the way down, a bit like an edge of DNA, if you've seen that, or it will make sense once you see it. So you're going back and forth, like a little wave, and it's however long you want it, so it depends on what page you've got. And then you're going to go in the opposite direction. So watch this. See that? So it's in the opposite direction, and then at the bottom you make a little V point. Yeah? So now what you have, it looks like the ribbon is twisting and you're getting all these little waves of the ribbon as it turns. And then at the end you've got the bit where they've cut it off. So that goes along the vertical side of your page. Now we're going to do one along the horizontal top part of your page. So you do exactly the same thing, you're just going in that direction. So I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction again. And then add the little point. Perfect. So that's the drawing done. Depending on your page, you might have one that's longer than the other, or they might be the same length. It's totally up to you, and it's whatever matches your page. Now that you've got that, we want to do the shading technique. Now the shading technique, everyone, when I would show it to them, thought it was really fancy, but it's actually really easy. All you do is you shade from one side, really dark, and then as you go out, you make your pencil a bit lighter. You don't press as hard on the page, and it fades out to be a bit lighter, so that you can leave a gap. So I'll show you what I mean. So you start from the inside, and you fade up. Start from the outside and fade up. So you start from one corner, fade up, and stop. So you're just gently shading. And remember, you can always go darker, but you can't really go lighter with a pencil. So start light and add the darkness where you need it. And then I'm going to fade up. And you leave the top so it hasn't got any shading on it. So let's do the opposite, the same thing on the opposite side. Perfect. So now do you see how it looks kind of shiny? We're now going to use the same technique, but on the little, whatever they're called, the little trailing bits of ribbon. So you're going to shade in each opposite sides of that shape. So you're going to do that bit, and you're going to leave a band in the middle that's just the page, like the white page. It'll make sense when I show you. So I'm going to shade this bit, I'm going to leave the middle, and then I'm going to shade from the bottom back up. Okay, that's it. That's it. It's really simple. So shade from the top down, leave a gap, shade from the bottom up, leave a gap. Done. So you get that band of shiny bit of ribbon. And you're just going to do that the whole way down. And you can do this with a normal pencil, you can do this with pens, you can do this with colouring pencils. But just leave that band of white and it'll look really pretty. Especially if you use something like a pastel colour, like a pink or a blue. It'll look really cute. Okay, when we get to this last one that's got the little cutout, we're only going to shade the top, we're not going to shade the bottom bit. So what this is doing is it's making it look like the ribbon is turning. So all the bits where the light wouldn't hit as much, we're shading in, and where the light hits and bounces off and goes into our eyes, that's the bit we're leaving blank. So then you get a really nice effect where it looks really pretty. So just going to do exactly the same thing on the top piece. And I find this really relaxing. I think it's something really nice to do, especially if you're about to do a really nice piece of writing, or you've just finished a piece of work and you want to make it look pretty. Obviously not in your school books. But just for your own personal pieces, it's really nice. There we go. And please use colour with this if you want to. Colour looks so nice. The trick I use with colour is, let's say I wanted to do a pink ribbon, all the shading I would do with the pink that I like, but then the outside would be a darker one, so maybe a red, and that makes a really nice effect. So there we go. All done. You have a fully shaded ribbon. So I went ahead and did the same, but in the bottom corner, and got this. So it's exactly the same thing, I'm just drawing in the other direction, that's all. It's the same pattern, it's the same little loops, and the same shading. And then what you can do is you can add in your unicorn from last time. So then you'll have a perfect little illustration, or if you're writing a postcard, you can put like a little message in the middle, and it looks super cute, and family really loves this. Whenever I've sent this to family members where I've done these little ribbons, especially in pretty colours, they've always loved it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was really fun or relaxing for you. If you do any artwork, whether it's this or anything else, please tweet it to me at QHAThurrock so that we can all see your artwork and I can show it in a future class. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, keep creating stuff, and I will see you all again soon. Bye bye!